So I have two fun new dies that I want to share with you that I received from the Coco Rosa Studio. The first one is a cat pumpkin die, and then the second one is just a banner, a Halloween banner. So I've gone ahead and created a couple of cards for each die. The first one for the cat pumpkin die, I have used your traditional orange colors, orange and black, to create a little Halloween card. And then I've also used my purple Halloween paper to create a purple and pink cat pumpkin as well. I thought the cat would be really cute in these colors. So I'm going to show you how I put together this card and this cat pumpkin. So with this die set, you have a silhouette of the cat pumpkin itself to have as your background, and then you just layer the ears on top of that, and then the pumpkin face goes right on top of that as well. And you can see here, this die is really cool. It cuts out the impression of the pumpkin and adds some dimension to your pumpkin, makes it look more rounded. And so then I'm just coming in, and I've gone ahead, I did not show you, but I've added the brown stem up under the pumpkin, and then I'm coming in with the little cat's face, and I'm just adding all of the little pieces to its face to create just a cute little cat. And I love cutesy things for Halloween. I'm not really into scary things, but I love the cutesy things, and so that's why I chose this cat from the shop to use, because I thought it was absolutely adorable. And so you have everything you need to decorate it up. You have the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and the little piece above its nose just to make it even cuter. And then you have these little bitty whiskers that you can add to its face as well. I think all of these little details really add to this little cat. Now for the card that I'm putting together for this one, for the background, I have a rectangle that's in more black colors. It's got some print on it, but it's mainly black. And then I have the orange piece that I've cut out with a die, and it's more of a, I'm not really sure the name of it, but it's a rectangle with the corners clipped. And then I have the scalloped circle that I'm adding to the center. It's more like a little doily, and I'm just adding that to the center of my card. And then I'm just popping the little cat up with some foam. And these are not going to be greeting cards. This is going in a mini album scrapbook that I'm going to be creating for Halloween. I thought it would be nice to go ahead and, since I got these dies, go ahead and make up a few embellishments for that scrapbook. So here is the first card, and then here is the second one. I did everything pretty much the same, except I've used different shapes on it, and then I add a little bow to the cat's head. So I've also created two cards to show you using the banner die. The first one, I added little orange pumpkins to the banner, and I've added 3 banners to this card. For the second one, I've just used 2 banners, and I have left the whole banner black. And I'll show you how I put these together. So for the first card, I have cut out several banners in the black cardstock, and then I cut out several banners in the orange cardstock. And so then this is so simple. I'm just cutting the little pumpkins off of the orange banners and attaching them on top of the pumpkins on the black banner, just covering up the black pumpkins. And so I guess you could do this with all the little details on this one if you wanted to, but I kind of just wanted the pumpkins to stand out with the orange for this card. And once again, this card is not going to be a greeting card. It's going to be an embellishment in my scrapbook mini album that I'll be creating for Halloween. And these are very simple to put together. So once I have my banners put together, all I'm doing is just kind of dry fitting everything onto my card base, just to decide where I want the banners. And I want these just to crisscross across the card. So once I have them dry fitted and have them like I like them, then I'm just going to attach them to the card. And so what I want to do, as you can see with this one, I want to trim the edge so that it looks like these two are attached to each other. The top banner and the second banner are attached. So I'm just going to come in and I'm just going to cut that at an angle that matches the angle on the banner above. And then I'm just going to glue it right up against the edge of it. And then I'm going to bring the third banner in. Well, first, before I bring it in, I'm just going to trim off the edges that are hanging over my card. And then I'll bring the third banner in and decide where I want it to go. And so I want it to look like it is attached as well to the one before. And so I'm just going to add it to the bottom. and then I'll just trim off the excess. So now I'm just going to layer this card up, and I'm just using different size rectangles. So what I do is I cut everything about 1/4 of an inch to 1/8 of an inch, depending on the card, how much I want sticking out of the other color. I think for this one, I probably did about 1/8 of an inch larger, so that you have just a very little bit of the orange sticking out from this card, and then I'll layer it all onto a darker piece, which is a black cardstock, but it has a print on it, so you can see some of the print around the card once you layer it, but I was really just wanting that dark background for it. And so here is our simple card. Now you could use this as a greeting card. I'm just going to add them to my scrapbook mini album. I thought these were really cute. So for the next card, what I'm doing is I cut out a frame, just die cut a frame out, and then I'm just adding the banners. I don't want the banners to be any color. I want them to be black like the frame. I want it to look like the banners and the frame were all cut out as one piece. So I'm just adding the banner to the frame, and I'm just kind of just tacking it on for now, because once we add it to our card or our other card stock, then you can really stick down your banner. But for now, I was just loosely just adding a little dot of glue just so that it's hanging on there where I want it, so that when I flip it over and add it to the cardstock, it will be exactly where I need it to be. So first I'm adding it. This is another piece. I cut another piece just like the frame, and I used the inside piece of that one. Instead of using the frame for it, I used the inside piece just to add it to this card. And so I'm really just attaching the glue right now to the pumpkins and things, attaching it to the cardstock. And then I will take this piece and I will add it to another piece of cardstock. And there is another embellishment for my scrapbook mini album. And I think these came together really fast and really cute. I really love how they turned out. But here's our completed cards. Here's our little orange pumpkin kitty cat, and then our purple pumpkin kitty cat. That's really hard to say. I really love the little bow on this kitty cat pumpkin. And then our 2 banner cards. So we have the one with our orange pumpkins. And I really love the orange and purple together. That's a color I never really thought about putting together, but I really love that together. And then we have our little black pumpkin banner. And so I love how both of these turned out. Well, all 4 of the cards, I really love how they turned out. And I know it's kind of early. We're right in the middle of summer creating Halloween cards, but honestly, it'll be here so quickly that for me, as slow as I craft, I probably need to go ahead and get started on the embellishments for my mini album. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed seeing these cards. I will link below to these 2 die sets. Also, I will have a coupon code that I will put on the screen that you can use to get 25% off of your order at Coco Rosa Studio. And I'm going to link to a page with these dies, but you'll also get a sneak peek at the cardstock that I'll be using in next week's videos. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.